Whenever I say my Pen Dream TV, Pen Dream TV there, I see them yopo.
Professor NPP mpenifo e dey face so na omo kire mu a Professor Frimpong Boateng ye pesi ye ndi adi ntira wakotena City FM so akoka say party no a fake party na asemi e dey ensem bebre na aba ama Nyaho Tamakloe akasa ama Dr. Atakeni di mu na bekasa e dey afa sa ansemi ho yesi ebeyi Professor Frimpong Boateng edi na Kevin Taylor ena ene ensem o wako biebie mu na busua e wasa osu tie bi to unim Kevin ono de obeko dipa no wako fifi mu ababa mu akirikiri mu ama PZ4 enyina ate ase busua yanko na yenkotie informations no said Kevin Taylor isi address no aha Pen Dream TV make sure so be subscribe to the channel no busua subscribe ya eboa eme dwumadi a yidi no ko tumpon edemaye na masro say wo adwenkyere bia fato comment section no ase efamaye like video na share to other platforms yekotie Kevin Taylor said your address issue no ewo the Loud Silence TV so.
It's exactly 4:58 in Ghana. It's 9:58. 2 minutes to 10 p.m. in Ghana. Now, Professor Frimpong Boateng Endra Echo City and Oko grantee interview. Now interview ni muno Oka Bibi team. Do I have it? Yeah. Nekase muno Oka say the party is now in the hands of looters. If they sack Frimpong, no, sorry, this is not what he said. This was after. Frimpong Boateng call a year city no. Mumienko tie inkoma e course so. Any the ma Frimpong Boateng professor eka say NPP no a fake party. And no pa sorry no. NPP General Secretary Pentium 2 Nekatreme Butu a release statement say omo prepare say obo pam a year Frimpong Boateng every party no. Mumienko tie a year interview no.
Ask you to do some work for you, would you do it?
Of course I'll do it for Ghana. And I've been doing that all the time.
Do you still consider yourself a member of the NPP?
Where the present NPP is not NPP, it's fake.
What?
Yeah. What I see now, it is not the NPP I used to know.
But the question still stands. Do you still consider yourself a member of the NPP?
Not the fake one.
So which one is the real one?
The real one is there. It's a virtual thing, and the members are there in the background.
You think that... I don't understand.
Now look at how they elected their last flag bearer. You know, twist the arms of weak and...
This is for the 2024 election?
Yes. Twist people's arms, bribing delegates, and intimidating others to get a flag bearer. You know, this is a beginning of corruption, and this should not be allowed in any serious situation or any serious party. And there were issues. We lost the elections badly, and we do not deal with the issues that led to the losses. And then we still want to go in there, and I think it would be a train wreck if they elect the old flag bearer.
You to
we Professor Frimpong Boateng oko channel 1 news so Gabi Ochoda akondia channel 1 news ena oko ye interview ena Bernard Avle awunani ebusa ne say Professor Frimpong Boateng na NPP no oda hunhun so ye NPP ni o say oh adan NPP papa ne de meka ho na NPP we de ye azani atrofo ne akonkonsafo ewudifo ye ka se bibi e fake a enye nokure nim eye atro ne de ye eye wudi sem ne de ye enya ade bi a eye ade pa e wo se dipa de na rehim ade be ka se eye fake bia no o say NPP we na ohunu de lalai eye fake enya NPP papa into omo mu di ekire no o so mo ti ase se ade no mu di ekire no eye ade bi a enye nokure eye atro. It is not original. O say original nankasa no de omo wo ho omo no mo nkasa omo nyina take a step back and omo hwe fake for no and a Bernard say hey prof me kon wa Ghana for hwe be bia me kon no mo hwe me say asem we bebeka say makobusa entina Ben so Bernard Avle shocked e man the kon twe ba so kakra on say Ben no or a robot the kon no mutimi screw na akosoro ebe o mutimi screw na aba form time a Prof cast asem no e man the kon ba full air exposure a trim be do 5% cra I say wow and a Ben say sia no asem a wo ka no o kire pa say o ye NPP ni and I say Bernard NPP na award ho no ma menka no kura wo mu nkire wo hwe ye last a year primary say ye ansa na ye ba be flag bearer sibia ye tata nkofo ye chinchim mano ye dada nipa ebutu mano emani favor eye nipa na owini ye no ana Ben say eh asema Prof kan mu ya hwirem o say mu nya hwirem me ye panyine me nya akwara party matene mache ye nim de ekoso time na ye kwakoyi eye bawomia ye koyi eye flag bearer no ye hu sene omu chinchim aba no edada aba no etwa atro wom ebu ni komu se ebe favor eye bawomia na Prof kasa no say Ben unim de ya ne say sa nipa na omu chinchim nkofo sa dada nipa ewia aba ni mu ma no a okodi inkugu ebinsi world politics muda eye bawomia no say ye sa de sa bawomia ne ko if you say the ye na no eno abiem na ye sa ba abeye ye ba be chinchinchim ngofo nsa ye be dada nipa ye be bu emran kom ni asade na ko ose ne de e ba sa ye be to say trainer yakore po wreck ose a train wreck or to say trainer akore po uni me po we wo ha na akesi ni twe na Lord Kenya kan no ose we na kire say ye sa de bawomia sa akobiem de ye naano no echinchim nkofo sa ebu nkofo alankash nipa ye pai alankash nipa eni kedere Japan ye wia aba etata no eka se onim nyansa a ye de ma ba omia no se ye sa de ba omia ekobiem a ye bewe po ye ka se train wreck obewe po na ye se buobi siwa ye sa de train ko hwim enitina meka kira wo Bernard say party nai omutim sisia no omo die anim no omo ye fake omo ye nkofo omo nka no kore omo ye azan etuturafo ewudifo konkonsa insekuo omo ni brisika omo ye nipa bi omo ye nyiyimu otan eniwuo ene sebio nyoma emfata ense ena omo de chichire party no ye dwudwam iti Prof kan de o kan brofo no ene na medwudwam otwi ama PZ fo ate ase no ensiwa Prof kasa wie no de ko fie ko dae opanyini wakasa de edwaye ayedai awo amobi akoda ade tia no pe ya eye NPP for general secretary a ye fe no Justin Kodua a ne ketere mebutu inte ye fe no Pentium 2 okasa a wonte ase de bia na ne ketere mebutu oka bibia pa butu questions for to nya no de bia no se o general secretary to ne ketere mebutu Pentium 2 general secretary ne ketere mebutu a ye fe Justin Kodua ya sorry no pa ye ndidi ye afe na akobamfo start ye advert go aho yes yogurt I swear it just ani en kan bi nhemu ye ni ate trotro koba taxi tag just say sa nyo bani nyina ekosoma ye ndidi ye boys aso aye hye de konwu ye se NPP fo yi krata tententen awutwire nsamagum chirechire mu adekodie ntia eye Professor Frimpong Boateng omo Justin Kodua ne group fake group no omo pese omo pam the free party no omo twadesu omo pranechi no omo gu nanimu ase adentire a eye Professor Frimpong Boateng ede ne nsesi ne bo aka no kore a kire tumi momenko kan krata no na unim obi beka se nsema Professor Frimpong Boateng kan no obi nkan bi dana ebi nsi dana nipa bi nkan worse than that dana adena sa nipa no yampa mo free party nim Adentina yampa mo free party nim obi busa sa question no Adentina Frimpong Boateng asemo kan no in fact so wotie interview na Frimpong Boateng asemo kan no yes something na majority of NPP mpenifo aka it is not new. Inti busa ho say A dear pan a Frimpong Boateng kan ya aman kofowe ama omubu foot to the point eye omu ese person permanent free party nim. So we read omu statement na there was a particular statement be a eno no mu gina so eno ena ema omu party penyini eye Bawumia instruct omu endra na jo say Mumfam pamo Frimpong Boateng. It was said Frimpong Boateng I expose the illegality a man be flag bearer. The same illegality a person a committee man be flag bearer. It Frimpong Boateng small kind no. Sa exposure na and I say sa expose na where you are to no. Sa some na where you want to mano. The same formula and a fake party we person omu use na omu de Mahamudu Bawumia sa be flag bearer. Inti eno na share omo bufuo endra anajo. Now look at the statement. Oh, statement in NEA. Now statement in munyina no. Baby a yede read that for eno enema omo gina so ka se omo pamo Frimpong Boateng. All because sa semina Frimpong Boateng kan ye no. Na eya asemo a ema Bawumia eye the flag bearership ema ne ye illegal. And it is going to make it illegal again come 31st January. And no one before na Bawumia from catch say yenye Frimpong Boateng ne likes name free party more. The illegality we want to commit, it will be exposed again. Enti enyesa sem wo bin kan bi da. It is because Professor Frimpong Boateng etim ama yehu say even 2024 Bawumia contesting as the flag bearer of the NPP he was chosen or elected illegally. And that what is about to happen again is a replica of what happened in 2023. Inti Ghanaians are now starting to ask questions. Now, when we read this story, I'm in trouble. I'm releasing statement, I don't want to waste my time on the whole thing because baby a very interesting panel. Any baby I am making read. Mamim bium na menkain netiasie. Baby, which is the second paragraph. And then almost say in the same interview, Professor Frimpong Boateng made additional disparaging remarks about the party and alleged, among other things, that the party's 2023 presidential primary was rigged in favor of His Excellency Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, the NPP's presidential candidate for the 2024 general elections. Tie message dwemu twimu. Omo letter no, second paragraph no, omo say Frimpong Boateng samo keka no, de na sebio ehyi omo ya pa ne say Frimpong Boateng ka wo interview no mu say 2023 omo wi aba ni mu ma Bawumia. Enu nti na omo gina so Ede action nefri party mu apam nefri party mu if we say as we speak Mahamudu Bawumia na the leader of the party, and whatever they are doing they are doing it in the interest of Mahamudu Bawumia. Into the instructions came from Bawumia say it's either you sack you sack Frimpong Boateng or you the executives, nobody gets money to go into the next elections. And into an opportunity Justin Kodria released his statement we into sacking was because in seminar Professor Frimpong Boateng kano obia can be da nemom na nkeni se o magana fo hu se omo pai alankojo chamantin de ne supervisor ba ko ani omo ebu Canada Japan fa so omo se eno de yensia ntumago wa abontene se wokoka sa asem no nko ade ye be pam wo free party because the probability, the likelihood, the confirmed instances say the same thing is going to happen in the next 2 or 3 weeks, high, and nothing on the palm of the floor because somebody say ebe say see. So this political party, Canada Japan at the point can say he does not even understand why he's part of such stupid political party. And then the more do say a political party is stupid. It makes the founding fathers stupid, the symbol stupid, the tribe stupid. It makes the people who brought out 700 pounds to put this party together stupid. Then the more do in this statement. Now Obika say election did not go the way he wants, and that he, from his experience, it was wrecked. Suddenly, Bebia ya ma. Obia buofu. Bawumia executives omu di party nim. Obia buofu. Yam pam Frimpong Boateng free party nim. Mo mo numbers is na mo sa pamu bi. Any 2020 dem aka 13. Because pamne de mo be pamu more after 31st. Sack no. After 31st January. Sack na be but a mass production. Let's say after 31st of January 2026. Mass sack na be basono a mass production. Bones a letter ni ahihye no trogo so je wo de sack je me say mo be che sack letter o social media mo part ne ink besa na se enko baby a 1 year penny e na mo pam obi ano yendu 31st January February 1st 2nd na mo pam ni pa be 20,000 every party na me ka kire mo munim ye bezi now yenko enim it's quite disheartening e ha adwene and we are Ghana ni a obusa won say the party to me say to me criticize the party na nipa bia kan sam kura chance e na party nim e say a party no why dia and then I also catch will say the party now belongs to Bawumia, Ekufuado, Samere, and the criminals who don't want people to know the truth, what is happening in the NPP. You see the way Bawumia is using the executives. He's using the executives to destroy the party. You see how today NPP national executives, they have become chicken, they have become raccoons. Actually, Bawumia unfit, they eat it. That is how where the party is now. Party na say. Party mun phone to me express your views. There's nothing like free speech in the NPP. You cannot criticize, you cannot allege, you cannot speak your mind. It's not every day that you have to allege. When you have put enough resource in the party, you have enough experience. You don't have to allege. You need to speak your mind. Because Professor Frimpong Boateng is not ready to contest anybody in the NPP. He's not ready to please anybody in the NPP. He is telling you the hard truth to make NPP better. So why do you turn around to say, Yapamong? Into China, if this government, Eka say Agenda 111 hospitals, they see Professor Frimpong Boateng, the experience, the background, he can handle these hospitals. You didn't know about the assurance. Mobaga say, Oyendisini, Moyam Kwasiafo. Me John Mahama, Anka Agenda 111 hospitals, and they say we are no sanke be a specialized hospital and can appointed from Frimpong Boateng to be the board to oversee the running of these specialized hospitals. Now you better say MP before Becca say NDC nia mo yankwasiafo. For you pick quality people and you destroy them. Papa way ni experience any de wenya ewa brabom ni nyansa. He was a cabinet minister. Now yanko enim. Enti asem we beto ho no. Na eni ayenyan. And they were NPP so ye judwam. In fact, my team say me ready a year statement being chiramo. All right, team, I'm going to read it now. Almost me ready being chiramo. Mr. Harrison Ediabo or see me ready. So I have to read it. Now, the omdia about almost say me fan to screen so. Now Ghana for you na ehun ade a my team the person be ready. And I think it's got to do with suspension. Almost say reasons for suspension. Reasons for suspension. The official reason cited by the NEC was that Afoko, Mokai Afoko diano. Team no air remind them of Afoko. Send your almost suspended Afoko, Paul Afoko no. And no be strategy na be and no de ye Eddie Frimpong Boateng. Mokai say Ekufuado eye coup ewo NPP mu. And that coup was to get rid of the executives. And yet executives are to me juma mano. Executives are not my imagine say I will see I didn't know credit party no. Nana do danko Ekufuado ye coup in opposition and of finding a way to sack Afoko and nobody suspension the tone so. That is the same blueprint that Bawumia is or implementing. Bawumia is there. He's actually having a coup in the NPP. Coup no you know. Now let's go back. Calculation. Reasons for suspension Afoko. The official reason cited by the NEC was that Afoko was allegedly undermining the party's then flag bearer Nana Addo Dankwa Ekufuado. Thank you very much, Mr. S. Reason to almost sake Afoko no National Executive Council led by Ekufuado almost pamu Paul Afoko. before Akufo-Addo year the coup and say no mo say Paul Afoko 2014 15 16 no na or undermine Akufo-Addo. It's the same thing they are doing here. Akufo-Addo the playbook na ba omiesua no the Akufo-Addo year no eno abi no oye. Oh. Enti the reason why Thomas suspending Afoko no say Afoko was undermining the party's then flag bearer, and then flag bearer was Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Now, the decision was made during an emergency NEC meeting, which some party insiders and reformists later criticized as potentially unconstitutional due to the lack of due process. That's the same thing they will do to Frimpong Boateng. They will not go through the process. Some people will take that decision, and Bawumia will decide the fate of Frimpong Boateng tomorrow morning. They will sack him. And they will breach the law. They will breach the party constitution. They will make sure that officially party will sack Frimpong Boateng, because that is what Bawumia wants. Weak Bawumia, weak candidates in the history of Ghana. But that is what the weak candidate wants. Until they are going to give the weak candidate what he wants. That is what Samere wants. They are going to give weak candidate Samere Nikunu what he wants. Now, when you go to, was he suspended before internal elections? Yes, Afoko's suspension occurred in October 2015, which was months before the NPP's internal primaries and the 2016 general elections. Now, his removal effectively sidelined him from participating in or influencing those critical electoral processes. Oh, say executives nobody party in the but Omiaka say, if I see anybody campaign against me, you will lose your position. Now, Akachromo say, if you don't do what I want, I will make sure you lose. Akufo-Addo make sure say, ya palm of Paul Afoko before the party internal elections. Because if it happens that way, Afoko cannot sit as a chairman and make sure the right things are done. Akufo-Addo can now influence who becomes the executive, who leads the party as general secretary, who leads as a chairman, who leads as a youth organizer. So now, Bawumia Akufo-Addo kunibi. So people are being suspended and sacked. People who revolt democratically, speak against the process that has been skewed, Bawumia has put a system in place whereby all those people will be sidelined before, because what he's trying to do is the executives are all supposed to rig the elections for him to be the flag bearer. Then he will use his influence to make sure all those Sankwas have been re-elected as the party national executives. And that is the blueprint. And that is why if anybody rises up, criticizes Bawumia, criticizes the party, and tells them the hard truth, what they need to do is, one, sack the person. Don't let the person's influence change anything that they have planned. And that is the Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo blueprint and a Mahamudu Bawumia AUZ. Now, they took the fight to the media. After our mobile Boateng released a statement, and Professor Frimpong Boateng said, no, I am going to speak up. I am not going to make these little criminals, political insects, skunks, raccoons, who know nothing about politics and it's all about stealing, crimes, murder. All that they know is following money. He is not going to allow that to happen. So he decided to also speak up, meet them halfway for them to understand that being a member of the party is not just having a card or saying that I'm a member. It's about believing in the ideologies and principles of the party and the belief that has made you follow the party. So he is not looking at the party as a card or as a name. He's looking at the party from a special place whereby the principles of the party is what he believes in. So it is not about a foolish boy saying, I have sacked you. That is going to make him walk away from the NPP. Because the NPP, he knows, he supports the NPP because of the principles of the NPP and not because of a party card or his name being written on a paper. So he is going to let them know that we are still part of the NPP. We are still part of the principle. We are still part of what built this party. we are not going to let you people use cards and papers to determine the destiny of this party. In different Frimpong Boateng, so I said no. So we have heard Frimpong Boateng speak. An honorable man like Nyaho Tamakloe too has spoken. Busanwo said, what is going on in the party? Is it a party that wants to win power in the next 41 years? Is it a party that still wants to be in existence in the next 41 years? What does the party represent now? Who at this point is the leader, is the head? Who can make decisions that are right for this party? In terms of the fight about media, about radio, so any TV, so, and that is where you saw the Bawumia ideology, the Bawumia Genku. That is where you saw say, yes, they are dogs leading the NPP as executives. After this short break, we will enter the media, the NPP media fight. And trying to intimidate, suppress every right-thinking NPP member. Now they have taken the fight to the media. In Pennyphobi everyday statement, they felt very angry. It was disheartening. They felt like some people are now overreaching. An honorable man, to say Nyaho Tamakloe, got pissed off. He looked back and said, who are these termites? Where are all these people from? Who even made these people the mouthpiece of the NPP? How did we get here? He could not keep his anger inside him. He exploded. He was like, what the heck is going on? This is a party, you form, you try to say for our democratic dispensation. NDC, MPP, CPP, we can all build this nation. Why is it say a group of small raccoons want to take that thing away from Ghana for? Now, they brought the fight on the TV, so. Now, Justin Koduaba Bontene or say, Professor Frimpong Boateng has been contracted to deliberately tarnish the image of the party in order to divert attention. When did he realize that the NPP is fake? This is the General Secretary, Justin Koduaba Bontene, or say, and I'm going to say the same way he said it. Professor Frimpong Boateng has been constructed to deliberately tarnish the image of the party in order to divert attention. When did he realize that the NPP is fake? That is Justin Kodia. Or see, Professor Frimpong Boateng eka sa asem no, or no General Secretary of the party no, or person catch the NPP for say Frimpong Boateng NDC for na amani sika. Urade Nyankopon. NDC for na asha the tupa. NDC for na asha the chi. Se omra na ombema party na nimu nguase. Na party na enye obi akono. Justin Kodia or General Secretary of the party no. Asama obi na no eka ye no. Or say, Professor Frimpong Boateng has been constructed to deliberately tarnish the image of the party in order to divert attention. When did he realize that the NPP is where you Justin Kodia no asem or can get butu? Now you ask yourself, as a party general secretary, evidence ben pa na wo. If you're accusing Professor Frimpong Boateng of making things up against your candidate, your weak candidate Bawumia, a day evidence ben pa na wo as a general secretary, you are the party CEO. As the general secretary of a political party, a day evidence pa na wo wa Emma Utme Jina Swaka say Frimpong Boateng has been contracted. What is your basis for that? Evidence ben Ujina so the cast has them as the general secretary of the party. Young friends are Frimpong Boateng has more kind, only evidence. That's fine. So we are asking you as the head of the party, no, where is your evidence coming from? A day engineer so na Ujina so to me conclude say Frimpong Boateng has been contracted. Contracted by who? To divert attention. You are such a foolish boy. You are very ignorant. We can never lead any political party to power. This boy is foolish. This guy has no intelligence to sit back, analyze issues before he takes decision. Anytime catch up say, decisions not take care Bawumia, and Bawumia is taking inspiration from the Ekufuado, Kuna Oyeno in 2015. Into what was Justin Kodia. Now Unjina so on saying, Unjina so on say, Frimpong Boateng granted an interview and will make his statement. In the same statement, Unjina so, Kasa Opam the free party, and then Unjina so your conclusion. So where is your basis? In Kwasiafo in some Kolosku. And we will sit in Ghana, near Jimmy Fo, we say, Omonomudi party in him. Now, Frimpong Boateng did not hold back. I said, no. So he also went out there and made it clear to Ghana for say, or no Frimpong Boateng, or no ohu eye NPP for no. I say only a mad person will think I have been contracted to tarnish NPP's image. Into Frimpong Boateng is being smarter than the stupid general secretary. Because now Frimpong Boateng is now telling you people, ask your general secretary the evidence no a wing and ultimately that conclusion because he has been contracted. So we have a general secretary who bases everything on the assumption, speculation. This guy is stupid. So the party is actually fake because the people leading the party, they are fake. They don't know anything. Mommy, I'm going to hear from Frimpong Boateng and what he said on radio.
Yeah, meaning, sir, from the weekend here, you are ready to leave the party anytime, any day.
No, I'm not leaving the party. They should leave the party. They are the fake ones. They should go away, and the true party will stand.
Hey, it is a neck to suffer a crown.
I'll not go there. Because someone who is that? I'll not go there at all. Waste my time.
Neck, a National Executive Committee of the party.
No, but that is the fake this neck.
But we are a neck, no former president, any former vice president in Aka Honda.
Oh, I mean, neck, no, yeah, executive committee, no.
And no, yeah, I'm only a steering committee. But neck, the president and vice president in Aka Honda.
Former president, you want your former president. What I'm saying is that the party as this now, no. So what can be also count on my party and say until everybody should quit. No more free or not party, no. A man telling me about one more. Said one more party who do organ who don't about each year. You say and MPP.
I have heard
somebody to say MPP not say yes I say somebody who next say I said how much one way at the paper and yeah the paper and to say or be about the person yes I know to divert attention to other issues. That person must be mad.
Semper FM.
Hey.
Osi abuofunu na beka. Osi wa wotu aka speculate ekase ono akoji ademuade wakoji sika wo Justin Kodua wa bodam edam na wa bo na nkenya asem anka Justin Kodua tumi eka na adwiri kire Frimpong Boateng asem na aba abo bi na akoka kenkon enkwasiafo na enya tumi party na egundira enya politics anka Justin Kodua answer obenya appointment with Frimpong Boateng ebetumi di ni 3 months. I'm telling you. Politics na yefo Ekufuado na say obiara credibility Ekufuado na egu ni penim ase Ekufuado ne Bawumia na say nipa credibility na nka Frimpong Kodua Justin Kodua senka on a normal day enya Frimpong Boateng de ho be share politics mu a senka beso ko Frimpong Boateng ke betime taking it 3 months to just see him and talk to him. I'm telling you. By politics, you better say some your mind. If you don't find yourself with the right people, now when they will turn you into an animal. And that is what they have done to this man. Frimpong Boateng say, oh, bodam, Frimpong, or see, Justin Kodua bodam. On metre, on for evidence, mbra, or your general secretary, or your papa, no, on your fake, no, on your re. Na nya Bawumia, and everybody taking that decision now. On for evidence, mbra, metre say, or no, ekoji sika. Say, or Baba distracted party no. Now a general secretary speaking on speculation. A better than a party that could him. A whole general secretary speaking on speculation, using speculation as his evidence, basing everything he says on speculation. Where Jimmy? Are you foolish? We in Chamwana. We in Nai. Inti Nyansanini party no mubium. Inti Professor Frimpong Boateng interview and Andrew, couldn't you people sit down for 3 days to analyze the statement? In less than 10 hours, na natural letter. Jimmy. because Baumia said Tiasie, because Baumia said the Shwaya into Obi answering no consensus man. Because Frimpong what yet Tia Baumia Shwasu, into Yena. Enti Baumia Yetiana Shwasu nti mo bia na enti within 10 minutes I will say a trust statement. Majimi. Munim nyansa. Party na mo running to say the yeton emoni abenkwan wo kwan ho yakoto edie enchanse yakoto ede yebenua etu jimi dia abenkwan egusu wajimi. You are running the party like etu jimi. Asemesi. You sit down, you analyze the statement. Every single thing you say, it needs to be backed with facts. You need to back it with facts. You don't back anything with facts, and then you speculate to say, man, no pamono Jimmy. Now basis wing. Basis a chelsea wakoji sika baby na wing. If you people had waited for 3 days to sit down and analyze this, nanka ya mude, I don't know what Jimmy sa because we'll be a tiaba omi ashwasu. Yetia abozege shwasu nti ye nyina yakoma ebo bim yan kope ice meguba omi ashwasu nti ye nyina ye kosake nkofo. How foolish can you be? How foolish can you people be? Now unim dia yawo mamenchira de NPP for Deputy General Secretary Ekotena TV so. Now mebe bo video bi a kire mo ahwe. Ushe wia meka ho asem ya kire. Ere na obehu se da wo da ho a young man of the NPP chia we Jimmy. Listen to this.
Such as him, then we take the appropriate steps to grant him his wish. And the party will make sure that everything that is going to happen in this particular process is going to be grounded on the rule of law.
You say he contributed to the downfall of the party. How exactly?
For him, everything that, look at what he submitted, the kind of report when he was put in charge of the excavators and what have you. Ask yourself, where are the excavators? The gold and other things that they had seized, can you trace them? When he came and said he was going to do a floating bridge, how many months did it last? How many months did it last? So some of them are becoming negative numbers, and it's about time that we are taking these particular decisions. And this is not going to be the end. We'll make sure that we instill discipline in this party. No matter who you are in this party, you cannot overgrow your wings than this party.
This is the Deputy General Secretary of the party. As usual, Tenny. A friend say Haruna Mohammed on a binina kano on an ABD. As usual, when the NPP they do the nonsense and they finish in tough on a clear binino. Now, Deputy General Secretary Diana Oka, or see, I am a permanent free party him, and a journalist no to one can say, Papa, the contribution, but also be on no catcher say, election now, you lose you on a contribute a lot. Emma, my election, mu lose I didn't know Wakasa. Hey, and there from Prof Boateng and the contributing mamu lose election in or see, I and my minister sister say, Chirem. Jena oye ama eye party no mutumi lose election no enti lady no oto dis and na ne honhom the spirit ese na eka so say hey abrantie chirem maye hu de eye papa ne ye yankasa ama mo se party no one na mamu lose election no enti lady no question no busa no simple sa no say o hwe lady no was spiritual form na asem nya o se chirem explain chirem e de na ende de wo general secretary deputy general secretary Haruna Mohammed who catch us from Prof Boateng and or mamuluzu election no chirem every 10 in anwa or say na munim from Prof Boateng way excavators see or the fine and about say the home spirit no say the spirit is me who dream or say but from Prof Boateng or can you lose here excavators in your way or in a ria asema brand no 10 in aya akamfo ni wie no one na ebe clear kodua mo ni wie no ya fretani baako o say general secretary o me clear bini no esa fina no a gold no sa gold ni nyina ya gigi ye no ewen Frimpong Boateng afa esa fina no a Frimpong Boateng so koye bridge floating bridge endu 2 weeks de bubu ye o kan won ye lose election no in fact Deputy General Secretary say, Frimpong Boateng report na Ochre na odi me Kufuado say, Lord Comey, Gabi Ochedako, Kweku Bako, Kate Jemfua, Chema Untumi, Kojo Ponkruma, any of Mama can ye galamse no say. Frimpong Boateng we Jimmy saw trust our report na me Kufuado say, Kufuado fending ko for di. E ka ho and you lose elections no. This is the party's deputy general secretary. Asantini banane enranapa in a form of statement and a teni abuanete. Only a tie. NPP no, omuni momo mudi bini no, and omuni momo ne. Weja, Kevin yen samna suson, bodam. Mejujo mama. This is the deputy general secretary. Afedie, omu bi omano ka kire se, ni eti kroma ne ka se, hey, into report here from Frimpong Boateng atro. I was say Kufuado 2-1 amono. Inti mo me Kufuado 2-1 amo. Enkofo e ka kire ye say Frimpong Boateng entro eyibia na yenya ye dededodo bibia nim ende de omo say sa report no Frimpong Boateng ni nyansa nti no chro ye ene ka ho no mu lose elections no. The NPP is a cluster of foolish triplets made out of sand mixed with akado and then bonfire. They are foolish. Me who dey make kanjiro omo. Kovoy omo Jimmy brutality. Yakase obi Jimmy 2. Any a 1. Yakase we Jimmy too much. Any a 2. Yakase we Jimmy too much. Ni Jimmy ni a brutal. Any a times 3. NPP omo Jimmy brutal. Omo Jimmy 2. Omo Jimmy too much. Yakase omo Jimmy too much. I said I am brutal. Just say omo Jimmy 4 to the power 19. This is where we are now. Me jujum wega. In Jesia and Kaminjayana, me see me yen 41 years. And now for more, a better papa. Now, okay, can I some way in a no. And I fe omudane omano erikogu Nyaho Tamakloe so. Nyaho Tamakloe said Abi ade we me hu bi da. I have seen this before. They did it to Polafoko. I need to speak because Nyaho 2015 Ekufuado ye kudu no wo ho ohun dey see ye. Osi they are doing the same thing. Bawumia is learning from Ekufuado. He's using the executives. Almost a party no. So I'm not going to sit there and let the party go down the drain. It's Nyaho Tamakloe or say I would never resign from NPP because I was there before the current thieves came. Nyaho Tamakloe say me Nyaho me ntwe me free NPP mu da na me wo ho ansa na ewifo we nyina ba Bawumia Frimpong Boateng Bawumia Samere JFK omo to aso le Kufuado eye Nyaho Tamakloe nyansa sam no kan broadly or say na me wo ho ansa na ewifo we ba we nya doa we nya otwe or say na me wo ho party ni me free mu da na me wo ho ansa na ewifo we including not taking out possibility of inclusion by standard and permission by execution. Osi obi ankwasiafo ye ewifo osi we mo osi when you be free no exclusion inclusion nkwa by standard by standing by positionization and generalization osi we mu ye ewifo on free party na mo me ankwohwe video bi me say ende de nsamasio NPP we.
And then as we wrap up the conversation, looking forward for the NPP, is there even hope, knowing fully well that the party internal primaries is just a few weeks ago? We've seen in the public space where different camps are already alleging that party executives are scheming behind the scenes to try to elect a de facto candidate. Do you see the future for the NPP?
Well, if they are able, or if we are able as a party to go through what we are doing now, which I really doubt, because there are certain contestants who have come out with threats. But if we are able to go through that, I can assure you the masses will reject the present party national executive. And if they did, then we shall, new ones are put in place, we shall have a good political party once again.
Thank you so much, Dr. Nyaho Tamakloe. He's a founding member of the NPP. Let me wrap up with Haruna Mohammed. We've just been hearing from Asa Asante advice that you need to develop a thick skin for criticism And it appears that the party is not doing the same. Will you at least be doing that moving forward?
Firstly, we have accepted criticisms a lot from civil society, from members of the party, from the media. We've accepted a lot of criticisms, but I want to correct something here. Let me put it on record, and multimedia should take it from us. Dr. Nyaho Tamakloe is not a member of the New Patriotic Party.
He's a founding member.
Again, he is not a founding member. Take it from me.
Why is he not a founding member? The fact that he is no longer in existence in the structure does not negate the fact that he played a role in the foundation of the party. That at least you agree.
Firstly, people who are founding members of our party are known. There were people who signed on the document at the Electoral Commission. Dr. Nyaho Tamakloe never signed any document. So please, I am telling you, I am the crocodile coming from the water. I am the Deputy General Secretary. I am telling you that he's not a founding member of the party. Again, Dr. Nyaho Tamakloe was suspended as a member on the 3rd of March 2016. And again, on 14th October 2023, Dr. Nyaho Tamakloe said, and I quote, "I was a member of the NPP until Mahama came into the scene." Dr. Nyaho Tamakloe reveals why he betrayed his former party. Ask him whether he made that comment or not. Our party is a party of rules. You cannot tell us that you are no more a member of the party and you will come to arrogate yourself a founding member. Please, multimedia, we would never forgive you if you call him a founding member again. I am serving this notice. We respect multimedia a lot. And Nyaho Tamakloe is not a founding member of the Patriotic Party. And nobody should describe him as such. He's no longer a member of the party. Per what he said by himself, that he was not, I was a member of the NPP until Mahama came into the scene. He said so in 2023. And that should be put on.
But let's focus on the key concerns. And
so sometimes you ask yourself, say 90% of one Moshemi, and Kenyan Dan Kamunum a deputy general secretary, Tenny, on the national table, I say 90% of one Moshemi, Namuakwa, we muda. Namunimno, Haruna Mohammed, Munimuno. I am peeping Koran, piglets, no more TikTok, no, Munimno. 90% of you people, Namunim Saway or a general secretary or MPP. Or your tenny, your national munching the DC table, I say. So many we are now a bit clear. That is the MPP. That is how they use in tough war. Look at this boy. And the original Nyaho Tamakloe is not a member of our party. Party or no on count. Or no tenny no. Or no party no on count no. Or no about the catcher will be so being party no. You see where we are now as a country. How can we hand over power to such people? I had then Timiko Transika say, yeah, time to me way. Why should any serious Ghanaian take this group of fake criminals serious? Why should anybody? And then the omni Nyaho Tamakloe na teams no mudi na tem. Me catch them from the beginning of my show. Me say Nyaho Tamakloe and can the Dr. Frimpong the Amwakun Sebio Ofri Kumasia and come to me na teboda. You know why? Because yenim say he's associated, he's linked. Na attachment to a Yemensianity, Yabeka say, Udina Tema, we do 2 for them. The disrespect they are showing now, it is because Onyak Santini. And they have programmed in Tafo Kakado more party more Jimmy 4. You see, there's one good thing at NPP for a year, I can form more party in my year, and then I'll give it to them. Especially as Santifono. Almost to me programming Tafono party more, I say, I say, we told you, I say, when you party. Tenny to me when yonku tenny na opese odina tem all because also some MPP. And that is what we are witnessing now. And that is what we are seeing. Into on say some way by no on shada in and out asantini bia oyi nanim akani e entafo no and any from Boateng ko because Justin Kodwiane and a tenny ni di. And that is how the party works. Ye diskana yani akamfo no yani asantefo no yaji 2 million disika na asamoba na ntafo na be clean bini no into oforiata disika ni nyina wie a cat 6 months na yakoto aba na the Amin Adams aba no be di bini no. That's how it works, and that is what they have been doing for years, and it's now what you are seeing today. Weja. Me jujum. Nanka me jujum say me chechire mu say. In chechire na me chechire Ghana for who the kind of political party any omo te wo Ghana. The NPP, JJ Rollins kachira mu de bia na mu refi. This is the real NPP.
The NPP cannot be underestimated. You know it, I know it. They've been in existence for a long time and have been changing their names up till this day. The nature of who they are. Listen. Munjir, the nature of who they are, what they are, where they've come from, is something they are happy with, and they will be there for a long time. Let's not mimic their behavior. Let us reach into the principles and the values that emerged out of the circumstances that gave birth to us. And if we can hold onto those principles and those values, we will move way into the future and no one can ever defeat us. We will ride and override any obstacle as we did in the past.
We will ride and override any obstacle as we did in the past. What you say? We will ride and override any obstacle as we did in the past. 1979, JJ Rollins about first time, or tam to me, and or the man Hilary man, or the 2 minute man no, and your friend is saying, a year 81, or who said the NPP were creeping in, or who said they were coming back in the new name, in a new form, in a new strategy to take over the nation, to sell to their paymasters. JJ Rollins had to come back to take power for the second time because he knew that if we don't take power from these people, they were going to take us back where we are. Inti Okachre almost say we have to do what? Override. And we need to remember where we are coming from. Because these people, they are the same. So one stop omo kosi sa omo ding omo ba, they can come in different forms, different strategy. Omo beba, omo be jitumi no, and omo jitumi na, they will use it against you. So you will ride and override. The omo ye mrebi na, yes so ano no, so ano. How do we do it? We need to stop the likes of Ekufuado, Bawumia, NPP, these dangerous monsters from holding power again. If we don't override these people forever and delete them, we are never going to be happy as a people. Because see what they are doing in opposition. They are killing each other. They are sucking each other. They are destroying each other. These are people who are dangerous. The NPP is a dangerous group. You know it, and I also know it. So why are we allowing them? What we are seeing today is the typical NPP. They need power. They need power. And they will do anything for power, but we need to override it. We need to still stay together. We need to still be focused. We still need to protect the democracy that you're Jeffrey Kofo in Sim. Because they are just marking time. They have meant us. Open time at NPP mini Ghana part. This is the time they have meant us. So open time at NPP mini Ghana. They want to take us and destroy us. This is the time they need us. Now we are done. And God in his own wisdom, with the help of Yansasi and Nananimo Obowu, and Yakuma Pa, God gave us another chance. People were shocked. All of us, we were shocked the numbers they came out to vote for John Mahama and the NDC. And yet John Mahama ni pada. And yet NDC ni bida. We felt we needed to take back who we were. We needed to take back the democracy. We had to override. And that is what we did in 2024. Now look at what they are doing in opposition. When we are dangerous. These are dangerous characters. And right now, we are their enemies. They hate us. They need to revenge. That pain, into power will change. Power will change. It should tell you the bitterness in their hearts. See me? So now we see NPP no kasa, NPP executive no kasa. Power will change. Power will change. It is the bitterness, the pain, the agony, what they intend to do when we give them power. It is the wickedness that has built in their heads. They have so much pain in their hearts. They hate us as a people. Why did we take that power from them? They felt at a point they had to control our destiny as a nation. They didn't care about the constitution. They didn't care about us, the citizenry. They didn't care about what we represented. They didn't believe in Ghana. They believed in themselves and their party. So at a point, they felt invincible. They did not respect we. They did not respect the constitution. They disrespected us, spat in our faces, and told us that they will control our destiny. How were they going to do that? They wanted to take every single blood in our soil. They wanted to carry the soul of this nation. We stood together as a people, irrespective of our political affiliation, our religious affiliation. We came together as one unit and voted to save our destiny. The NPP is a dangerous political party. You know it. I also know it. And JJ Rollins keep telling us we should never and we should do everything possible to override their existence. After 2028, there should be nothing like the NPP. It should be nullified. It should never exist. We need to have new group of people with good intentions about this nation to form a political party that you and I can start thinking or reconsidering. This group of political termites are not supposed to be given any opportunity in the building of this nation. The NPP is a dangerous political party.
The NPP cannot be underestimated. You know it, I know it. They've been in existence for a long time and have been changing their names up till this day. The nature of who they are. Listen. Munjir, the nature of who they are, what they are, where they've come from, is something they are happy with, and they will be there for a long time. Let's not mimic their behavior. Let us reach into the principles and the values that emerged out of the circumstances that gave birth to us. And if we can hold onto those principles and those values, we will move way into the future and no one can ever defeat us. We will ride and override any obstacle as we did in the past.
We need to stick together, ride and override any obstacle as we did in the past. The obstacle is the NPP. A very, very important. Now, one or two stories. We have stories kakra wo ho. Wedwa. Yejinem ubuofu also a platform. Koka wo de wo ho. Se me mabodam, me minko school, me mabon. Ona we TikTok student. Ona wo TikTok now you student. Kaka chichiremu wo na Ghana fonti abuofu Facebook ejiska. TikTok wo so obi me ajiska da. Ko bia wo de na koka odwan. Now this story is very important. Mo mianka ho asem. Sa story way and yet is TUC4 dede and it's got to do with Dedi Kama, I'm not friendly serious. Now, so far so good.
Say open online portal e Ghana. Ah, nipa share, nipa follow, nipa comment here. To my best of knowledge, without any biases, I attend TV.